Come on in here. Bigger Play back. And I need to holler at you. Welcome to the Bigger Play where the rubber meets the road and we get straight to it. Appreciate y'all being here on a Saturday night. We doing good, phenomenal. I love it. We on a mission. We got a path going. We got a good, decent rhythm going. I'm getting a lot of questions in my inbox. Here go another one. Somebody said, will you ever accept an open marriage? Damn near fell out my seat, but we here. They asked the question. I gotta answer it. Hell no. See, this the thing about men. And a lot of people don't want to accept it, but we have old books that speak on concubines, multiple wives, sister wives. We have old books that speak on these things because of the level of dominion that not just a male has, but men have, humans. Now, this the thing about a man being in an open marriage. We all know what open means, so we ain't got to define it. And again, I'm new, so I can't really come at you guys 100% how I want to. So I had to be real strategic because of the algorithm. Bigger players attempting to get down in the algorithm so they can recognize it and they can push the content in front of the people so they can check me out and come in and argue and things like that. If I use the wrong verbiage and the wrong words by me being early, they're gonna push me out the algorithm where I'm not gonna get in front of a lot of people and they're gonna make my growth very difficult as opposed to it being as hard as it is now. But I'm here. I've been here. I'm gonna be here. I've been consistent. I posted over 440 days every day consistently and ain't missed a beat. The receipts is on my channel to prove it. So I can't say how I really feel about certain things and the verbiage I want to use, so I got to be real strategic on how I say certain things, okay? Now, with that being said, a real man won't accept an open marriage, ever. Because at a point, when you walk over into the marriage lane, you are consummating that relationship saying that this young lady is in my castle and she's under this dominion. Now, if she wants to leave and we get something called an annulment or we don't feel we can do this again, then she just release herself from this union and she move on. That's that. But when you in a marriage, a union, then it's you and that individual. And if you choose to go like the good books that I'm speaking to you about, and you know one of them, the Bible, I know you don't want to hear this part, but it speaks about the man having certain things if he leveled a certain way and he got a spiritual connection, and the women that he choosing to deal with understand that. Real men not gonna deal with that. And if you can, just make it make sense to me. See, a lot of women is upset because they'll say, well, y'all in the poly and a real woman don't want a hoe. Whoa, slow that down. So if you got what you consider to be a real man, the real one's gonna be in agreement with me and ain't gonna be no flaw there. And ain't nobody gonna make an excuse for that. Now, if you got another type of man, a male, then he may disagree with, but he's a male. He's not a man. That's what that's gonna be, and we'll deal with that bridge when we cross it. But all real men gonna agree with me. This is just a fact. And I'm making it a fact. Because I can do that. Okay? Because the data, the statistics, the interviews, and the one-on-ones with men throughout the world, they are I don't see them walking in that light. They don't walk with other men. Okay, those are males. Confusion runs that house. It's not that house. On the other end, you have women that says that's the king, and I honor how the king carrying it, and I want to be a part of what the king got going on. And if that involves another wife, or another 2 wives, or another 3, or another 50, hey, I ain't call these shots. It is what it is. I'm just saying. So as far as that go, that's not an open marriage either. That's a certain type of concept of a marriage. Okay? The word open, I read it, and it really, really don't consist of, that's something that you made up. Okay? Now let's go Google it. Let's go and Google it, right? So we can read it out to you. Open marriage gonna be that's gonna be a new type of concept. So open means allowing access, passage, or a view through an empty space, not closed or blocked. So that means you're gonna allow access to your woman, you're gonna allow passage over your woman, and you're gonna allow a view through your woman. What do that and marriage fit one and the same? Again, I say, where do that and marriage fit one and the same? Okay, exposed to the air, open to the public, not covered. If marriage is a covenant covered by the man, how is you gonna have a? They ask me questions. I answer those questions based on the fact that people are here engaging with me with the content on all different platforms, and they asking me certain things. So certain things people send me, I go and react to it for the short term, for the reels, and for the shorts, and for the the quick hit. And then for the things that I feel deserve at least 5 to 10, 15 minutes worth of conversations, and maybe later we'll interact on these things back and forth, I have to address it here with you guys. So thoughts on open marriage is absolutely a no-no. It makes no sense. You try to make it make sense. And you have this thing now where people say, well, bigger play, that ain't cool because you got to do what works for you. All right. But you ask me. And I'm gonna still be an advocate for men, and I'm gonna stand in the principles, and I'm gonna stand in the masculinity, and I'm gonna stand in the male structure, and I'm gonna stand in the universal principles that represent man. Not in my way either. I'm giving you the universal principles of man. And now we've become so diluted, everybody feel like what they say is correct, or what they believe, or they tried in their tribulations. That's cool. And the extension of this gonna be, are you entitled to your own opinion? I can't wait till we talk about that. Because you're not. I know you're not gonna understand it right now, but I'll tell you later. Okay? Are people entitled to their own opinions? No, you're not. And I got research, I have references, I have scientific evidence, I have certain things that's going to debunk that statement. We're going to deal with a lot of different things when you're coming over here to the bigger play. And we can go real deep. If you want to go educational, we can. If you want to go generic and general, we can. We're just trying to have candid conversation between adults, grown people, and perspective-based conversation. So we're going to deal with that when we get to it. So open marriage is a modernized concept that hasn't been very impactful, that hasn't changed the narrative, and that hasn't displayed itself in a way to where now we just all open. Well, I'm asking you, what's the purpose of that? And I've seen interviews and I've seen people that I have a certain level of respect for discuss it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't make me, it didn't say, come on. See, the things I'm talking to you, they're going to be like, come on. They're going to want to be like, man, Bigger Play, give me more. That's what I've been getting. That's why I'm getting this. Some confused people will waver. You know, you can go somewhere and by you being confused, you can listen to me talk. You're going to absolutely jump on the bandwagon and agree with what I'm saying because you are confused. You don't have a certain level of discernment telling you to hold on. Let me challenge that fool because that's a fool statement and I need to challenge that. But see, when God gives you something called discernment, when the universe places a certain level of discernment over you, you will question foolish things. You will question things that don't make sense. Absolutely, you will. And you will get to a point where you say, well, what's the purpose of that? And I have yet to have a concrete, people generalize and give you a generic synopsis of what it is, where I'm locked into her, she locked into me. Not to say no names, but Monique. I watched the interview. She said, and my king said, baby, if you want to go. And where I come from, we have something called simps. I'm from the depths of the ghetto, Chicago. At one point, it wasn't the ghetto. It was called a community. And it was an essence there. It was a culture there. It was a formula there. It was a tribe there. It was a union there. It was a collective. Okay? It changed. It changed. Okay? Because of Jim Crow, I ain't going to go into all that. Because again, the algorithm, I got to be careful. Hopefully I'm still good. Because, you know, you say certain names, certain words, they demonetize the little man. So the little man is trying to become the big man because it's a bigger play. But we got something called a simp, okay? Spell it out with me. S-I-M-P. Period. So with that being said, that is something to where at a point where the man become demasculinized and he become emasculated and he become disenfranchised with who he is. He loses essence. He don't know his walk. He don't know his way. And he allows other people, especially women, take advantage of him in a way where he's being disrespected. See, there's nothing wrong with a man allowing a woman to take advantage of him. It depends on the circumstance, the situation. You know, what's going on circling around that. And I'm basically speaking on a certain level of, you know, what you guys are doing behind closed doors, the algorithm. But when it come on the surface and you walking in your upright and in your purpose, you're simping if you allow your wife, you said open marriage, you allow your wife to be with not just another man, but multiple other. See, you got all the time in the world, and what you can do with that time is make it make sense to me. Bigger Play would like to know. Open marriage? No. If you is involved in it, I'm here to tell you, I apologize. Don't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm just putting it out there. We can have a conversation about it. The platform is going to be open, phone calls, everything coming soon. Now, you're simping. You're being taken advantage of, and the essence of you is not happy. You're not content. And if you is content, that means your self-interest, your self-esteem, your integrity, your dignity has been compromised. Look those words up. It's been compromised. Yeah. Otherwise, we all be comfortable with it. But certain of us is standing in our upright positions. We never even dealing with that concept. We not even having no energy come our way for that concept. And if it do try to attack us, it's like the alkaline body is like the masculine male. You can't even penetrate. You just gonna be right here on the outside. We ain't even gonna. It don't even. So she like, he ain't the one. Let me go and find me a goofball. We're gonna continue this. I just wanted to tap into that because I got an email asking me, And I appreciate all my emails. I appreciate all my inboxes. I appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming. We love you. We like to have the conversation. We appreciate you. Simp or not. Okay? Clown or not. Goofball or not. We appreciate you because we advocate for men and the uplifting of the woman and putting it all into perspective. Okay? So if you want to have a conversation, you got something you want to talk about, come on over. The Bigger Play can and will deal with you accordingly. I see you tomorrow. All right.